Welcome, Bout Betters. Great event last week, but it sucked sharing kiosks with the college football gambling set. Lots of poor reads on my part. Bad prop bets were made. I played really poorly last week. I apologize to all of those that may have tailed me, but that's really hard. You know, when I backed 4 dogs in the mayhem, it destroyed me. Props to those that stuck to parlaying those Russian favorites. I stayed out of the main event. I thought it would pay out differently, but wow, what a game plan and execution by Glover Teixeira. Also, man, that was just a fantastic main event. Good event overall. Big shout out to my G, the mattress guy. Hey, man, I appreciate your support and advice. Keep on commenting in the comments section. It's always fun listening to hearing from you, and I hope you're really doing well out there. Well, this weekend, I think we have another fantastic fun card. Huge implications. Two titles. I love when it's 2 titles, and then another contender spot with Michael Chandler and Gaethje. I mean, it's just going to be fire. These main 4 last fights, if not all of them, are going to be excellent fights. I'm hoping for lots of violence, but I'm going to start with one of the closest bouts that's on this cards. Almost all the lines are identical for champ Rose Namajunas and challenger Weili Zhang, except for the submission. Rose is plus 650 by submission, while Weili is plus 1400. The totals on this bout are essentially even money, with the over-under being set at 4.5, which is almost even money at minus 115. So what happens? A head kick in round 1, a Chimaev takedown by Weili Zhang, who's been over there training with Henry Cejudo, the Triple C, and maybe she does some vicious ground and pound. Well, despite having signature finish, both these ladies usually see round 3, with Rose having an 8-point advantage on the expected rounds or XR number. Despite perception, neither woman has vicious KO power, although I believe Rose has more knockdowns actually than Weili Zhang. But the stat to notice here is that Rose has 38% of submissions of her wins, and as well as knockout wins, or at least her knockout losses, but knockout wins as well. So Rose could get it done either way, whereas Weili Zhang is pretty much a stand-up striking fighter. That's why she went out to train with Henry Cejudo. Weili Zhang spends most of her fight time at distance, and she is very effective out there. Rose has solid boxing and kicks. That kick was no fluke to her head. Her life partner, Pat Barry, was one beast, one of the best heavyweight kickers ever. So that kick was not a fluke, and her kicks are really dangerous. Her striking defense, as well as just her striking, I think, is a little better than Weili. The differences are real subtle between these two. I think Rose has that coaching advantage as well with her striking, as well as with her grappling and her physical conditioning. Weili over there is getting all the help and support as well. But as you look here, you look at the significant strikes absorbed per minute, almost identical. Distance strikes are the same, but the significant strike defense is almost similar as well. But I really think that, you look at the way Rose comes out of her fights. Yes, she does get touched. Yes, she does get hit. But she does seem to move a little bit better, in my opinion, than Weili. I think Weili has more of a traditional, more aggressive style, and I think that feeds into Rose's more counter style that she has. She's very good at counter fighting, and it seems counterintuitively, but she's aggressive herself. She doesn't stay at range. She brings the fight to you. But for all the statistical advantages Rose may have, although they're very slight, these fight metrics have to translate into real outcomes, and they do. I've cashed on Rose, and I think she has the advantages here, not only with the grappling, which everyone talks most about, because I think everyone sees this as her, not necessarily her win condition. I don't necessarily think it is, but it is certainly a striking advantage on Rose's part, where I think she has to mix it up, and that will be key in doing MMA and not just making this a kickboxing bout, in her retaining her belt. I'm excited to see how Weili Zhang is going to respond to those strikes and jabs and to those kicks, how she's going to avoid the grappling exchanges. I don't think she does. I'm on Rose here, but if you're not, you could sprinkle rounds 3 and 4. A finish to be in round 3 and 4 is plus 450. I think this fight will not go the distance. Of course, I think Rose will be doing the finishing, but I'll also be betting something on the decision. Weili Zhang to finish is plus 260. Rose is plus 225. If you like any of the other round props, I'm looking at Rose in rounds 3 and 4 plus 1,800. I'm tripping over myself here, but that's all right. Nobody listens to this shit anyways. But if you do, please remember to like and subscribe. Comment in the comment section. Let me know why you're going to go with Weili Zhang or why you're going to go with Rose. What parlay you might be having. I got already a parlay. I'm a little disappointed in one of them. I have actually parlayed one of these, one of the champions here with Canelo Alvarez in the boxing match. I think that Canelo bout is actually not a bad parlay piece. I think, well, we'll see. If Plant could just play a spoiler, we'll see. That's a whole different matter. I do actually watch some boxing, although I don't do any boxing analysis. But come here, like, subscribe, enjoy yourselves. Thanks very much. Thanks again, G, the mattress guy. Join me in one of my premieres. Give me shit in the chat. Hit the notification bell. Thanks again.